Hello everybody, welcome back to One Leeds. It's Connor here and we are back with another video, another transfer, another rumour mill, another whatever you want to call it, and we're here to discuss Leeds United's pending transfer window closing. Some fantastic news out today for me. Please make sure you're liking the content, please make sure you're subscribing as always. Guess what, I've actually found a cable for the microphone. I hope you're all impressed with me for that one. But yeah, we've got some more bits coming through the door as well in terms of equipment for you guys. You all have absolutely smashed the videos last week. I think we're averaging, well, I think the last 3 videos were on way over 30,000, 35,000 views, I think. So thank you so much for that. Keep liking the content, as I keep saying. If you want some bonus content, there is going to be more added to the Patreon. It's just the absolute carnage of the transfer window has taken hold a little bit. But when we get back to match day duties and when we get back to normality, there will be more videos on Patreon, so check that out if you want a bit of bonus content, everybody. But let's get into the swing of things. Diego Llorente, I've got a big grin on my face, everybody. It looks like he's Roma bound. Now, this is arguably an exquisite piece of business by Leeds United. It looks like Leeds are pushing for an obligation. It's going to be a loan fee initially, but it looks like Leeds are pushing for an obligation for Roma to pay us 18 million quid at the back end of the window, which is, it's quite staggering that we've managed to recoup that business for that sort of player. Now, when Leeds signed Diego Llorente from Real Sociedad, there was so many Sociedad fans who were saying, thank God he's off the books. Thank God we've got rid of him. He cannot play as a left-sided centre-back, and he's struggling to play as a right-sided centre-back for us. And you know, his injury record has been pretty sporadic, and he's not good enough, and they were happy when they got rid of him. I am more than in that stage right now for Diego Llorente. For me, he's not a Premier League player. For me, he seems like a really lovely guy. He's given it all for Leeds United. I'm not saying anything or attacking him as a person. He seems like a very, very nice guy who I really appreciate his effort for Leeds United. But there's no way he is at the top level. No way. And there's a lot of people saying, well, Connor, who we're going to replace him with? Who's going to be Robin Cox's cover? It doesn't matter. You don't go into a transfer window and keep hold of a player because we've got nobody to substitute him. You know, you get rid of a player when that player's stock is relatively high and when you can get rid of him. So maybe the contract that Leeds United did give him has given his value a little bit of a hike. But for an obligation for 18 million quid is unbelievable for the state, in my opinion, of Diego Llorente's form over the past couple of years. I am more than happy to move Diego Llorente on. It looks like Monteiro is going to be coming in from Servette. Today, apparently, he's having a medical, which is great news. Is he going to be of a Willy Gnonto vibe, where he is able to step up to the first team or be a backup in the first team, maybe when he hits 18 years of age and is able to be a backup? Now, what I would say is keep an eye on this space, because Leeds United have managed to get Weston Mckennie on a loan deal. There is an option to buy on Weston Mckennie. It looks like that's going to be signed, sealed and delivered today for around about 33 million euros. But that's a loan initially, okay? And if they're able to recoup a little bit of cash initially for Diego Llorente, watch this space for Leeds United to maybe do something on the last day of the window, whether or not that be a centre-back, whether or not that be a full-back. We know Leeds love a winger. Obviously, we were linked to Tete not long ago, but it would not surprise me. It really would not surprise me that Leeds United maybe do a little bit of business on the last day with all the scenarios that have happened right now. Obviously, Mckennie on a loan, Diego Llorente going out, a little bit of space there. Even though Monteiro's coming in, it does look like he's going to be going straight into the development squad. So Leeds are going to be down a body, really, when you look at the makeup of that first team squad. So do not be surprised if United go out there and get a centre-back. So yeah, fascinated to hear what you guys think about this. I think it's an exquisite piece of business, as I keep saying. I think Leeds have done very, very well there. If they manage to get an obligation, that is just terrific. He's what, 5th for me, choice centre-back. I'd still put him behind Leo Yelder. I'd still put him behind Charlie Cresswell. I think he started at Leeds United, and obviously those players, and the reason I'm saying that is because those players are even surplus to requirement at Leeds as well. But I think ability-wise, Diego is behind those. I don't think he's a capable centre-back. I don't think he's physical. I don't think he's dominating. I don't think his decision-making, I think his decision-making is extremely poor. I think he's bad under pressure. I don't think he wins individual battles. I think 1v1 is poor. For me, this is a great move for Leeds. A really, really good move for Leeds. And this, along with Mckennie, towards the back end of a window, is how we really should have, completed the summer transfer window, but I'm not going to complain, and I'm not complaining. I'm very, very positive about this. It's great to see us being run like this. You know, Gelhardt going out on loan, Drame going out on loan. If that was necessary and they're not in the first team, that's a good bit of business. Going out on loan to Sunderland is a good bit of business for Joe Gelhardt. Top club, massive fan base, playing a good style of football. Luton pushing for Cody Drame. Obviously, they're going for the playoffs at the minute. A good move for him as well, making a step up on what he did with Cardiff last season, who were obviously fighting the relegation. We're in a relegation battle, I should say. So this is all positive what Leeds are doing. If we're able to go out and get another player in terms of maybe a centre-back, that would be absolutely ideal. I would love that. But if their thought process is that Diego Monteiro is going to be sort of filtered into that first team very, very quickly because he's good enough. I mean, I've read a couple of reports on him by Scout with Football, and he seems very, very capable. That's good news as well. And if they're confident with that, then fair enough, because you can't really argue with bringing in, you know, when they brought in Willie Gnonto and we were all like, what's going on there? And he managed to filter himself into that first team instantaneously, and is arguably the best player at Leeds at the minute. So, yeah, I would like us to go out and get a centre-back, obviously with us letting Llorente go. But overall, I'm really happy with this deal. Really, really happy with this deal. Guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Are you happy with Diego Llorente leaving? Are you positive about this? Do you think it's a good transfer fee? I want to know all your thoughts. Please get it in the section below, guys. And we'll be back with more content ASAP. All right, as soon as possible. Yeah, there we go. Guys, smash a like on the video, and I will see you in a bit.